Hello everyone, Hero of the Sky here once more with another Dark Souls 2 video. This is the Brown Knight, the fourth member of the Rainbow Guard. He is a 131 build, only because 150 seemed unnecessary. So the stat breakdown, we have 40 Vigor, 30 Endurance, 25 Vitality, 40 Strength, 28 Dex. Quality build, for sure, and definitely a melee kind of centric build, only because there's not any magic that's technically brown. So we have a Great Axe plus 10, and there are 3 separate builds, okay? Alright, so we have weapon set 1, which is the far left, of course, and then we have weapon set 2, and then we have weapon set 3, and this is how I choose to fight with this particular build. Okay, so the first one, that's Axe and the Shield. That's the Great Axe and the Mira Shield. Then we have the Cestus and the Club for weapon set 2, and then the third is all ranged. That's the Great Bow and the Crossbow. Okay, now I separated the weapons only because swapping between 6 separate weapons and trying to use them all in every fight is exhausting. So I didn't do that. And there's a lot of brown weapons, you know, wood, rust, things like that. They kind of lend a sort of brownish hue to it. And so there was a lot of options there. Some that I couldn't even fit because there's only 6 slots, you know, there's a lot more brown weapons. So I broke it down into 3 separate kind of fights, and that's how we are going to kind of break up the video. So for the armor, though, we have the hard leather armor plus 10, Brigand Hood plus 10. Haven't seen any of those really in PvP. Then the Gurm Warrior boot, gloves, and then the boots. Gloves, boots. Alright, there we go. Okay. And for rings, not a ton of brown rings, but I have the Royal Soldier's Ring plus 2. I'm using also, let's see, I got the 3rd Dragon Ring. Yeah. Using that, and then of course I think I'm using the Ring of Blades plus 2, and then the Ring of Thorns plus 1, only because getting plus 2 is kind of involved. So, don't have that. But, oh yeah, I'm Iron Great Arrows and Heavy Bolts for weapon set 3. And then let's get to some PvP. We're going to go through each weapon set one by one and show you how I did it. Alright, so the Axe and the Shield. Or, as I would rather call, that's Ass and Shield. Because the Great Axe is ass. It's a terrible weapon, oh my goodness. It is heavy, fairly stat intensive. The scaling is a joke. The range is... it has less range than a longsword, it almost seems like, in its moveset. It's absolutely atrocious. But all in all, a fun weapon, if only for the reason that you just never see it. And you never see it for a very good reason. So... and using the shield with it at least gave me the option to parry. So that's good, and I appreciated that. But we are on the Iron Keep Bridge. I believe the soul memory is 1.4, 1.5 million. And I believe this is still New Game. I have not gone over to New Game Plus with this character. Only because I wanted to take out the new DLC, the Ivory Crown DLC with this character. I just haven't got to it yet. I'm going to, though. Looking forward to it. Haven't done any of the DLC short of just walking into it just to see what was going on. Went through a boss fog, fought something invisible, and died. It wasn't fun. It was a terrible day. But I'm sure I'm not the only one that experienced that. But what are you going to do? So fighting with a Great Axe. I don't know. Parry everyone? Shield break them? Because trying to hit him with the actual, like, blade head is a joke. Yeah, just parry people. This weapon's terrible otherwise. The Ass and Shield is aptly named. But it was still fun, though. I hope people appreciate the fact that they never see it, because it is just not good. But moving on to weapon set 2, which was probably the most entertaining weapon set, we have the Cestus and the Club, or like I like to call Punchy Time, because I like the Cestus a lot, and it, you know, it's featuring the Club. I like the Cestus more. So, and trying to parry with a Cestus or just your fist is not easy. The parry window is jacked up, but these two weapons, if utilized together, have, you know, they can stun lock pretty well. it worked out quite nicely using this weapon. Now this guy is like, I don't know. I like everything about his setup was awesome. Like, I love the Elite Knight armor and I love this Y-hander. I'm kind of jealous that I wasn't using that build. But hey, the Brown Knight's cool. I'll tell you what though, when was the last time you fought somebody wearing hard leather armor? Let's be honest. And I mean, that's the whole point of these Rainbow Guard videos, just forcing myself to be a little different. I can't just Y-hander or Claymore everybody. I guess I could, but it does get boring. It does get a little old using the same weapon and like the best armor, and you know, so it's nice just changing it up a little bit, forcing myself into these parameters, using, you know, colors to make builds. The Brown Knight's a lot of fun. Choosing the armor also, a lot of options for armor and weapons with this particular guy. There's a lot of different armors out there that have brown or that are just straight brown, like the Brigand set. I was torn when making the when choosing the chest piece. Either the Brigand chest, but then I didn't want 2 pieces of Brigand armor. The Gurm Warrior armor, of course, which is huge, but I already had the boots, which I love it. He's wearing like capris. it's like his first day of school. I love it. I almost thought about using the Bellkeeper armor, like the chest, but it was a little bit more of a reddish brown, so I don't know. I went with the hard leather. I don't see anyone ever wearing it, so it worked out. And the Brigand hood. I don't know. I really like the way his armor turned out. He's like, has his sleeves rolled up. He's wearing some capris. He's got giant like Doc Martens on. I don't know. I love it. It's great. But the Great Axe is terrible. Cestus is cool though, because as you can see, I'm punching the hell out of people. This fight in particular, giving this guy the running attack business, because apparently it works. He didn't have much of a defense for fist upside head. That's something to look out for. I mean, like I was being incredibly predictable here, and you know, I still was able to kill him with my fist. What are you gonna do? I was expecting to get parried. Alright, we got the third weapon set, the great bow and the crossbow, or what I like to call the B&A, bow and arrow. That's what I'm talking about, but technically it's B&A plus crossbow and bolt. No, screw that, that's stupid. We're gonna go with bow and arrow. I like it, B&A. Sounds like a... I like that, B&A. Anyway, got the full Havel cosplay. Oh, he was bowing, had to miss the crossbow bolt. Havel cosplay, doing it right with the dragon tooth. That thing, that dragon tooth, maybe just... Oh, Fat Man rolling too. See, he's doing it right. I respect that. Dragon tooth has some pretty serious phantom range on it though. That thing has probably good 2 or 3 feet on the end of it that can still hit you. Sorry, no. How many times is this guy gonna let me grape him? He's doing quite a bit. I like cosplays. They're a lot of fun. I tend not to cosplay it, but I got these silly Rainbow Guards. So. Hey, maybe someday someone will cosplay one of the Rainbow Guard. Maybe the Green Knight. He's a lot of fun. I would love to be able to like parry with like a crossbow, heavy crossbow or something, or just put it away and use my fist. I guess I could, and then while they're on the ground, just great bow them in the chest. I've tried to like shield break them with the great bow and then draw the great bow and hit them, but you just don't have enough time, unfortunately. But believe me, I have tried. Doesn't quite work. Oh yeah, almost got him. Almost got him. But we're almost at the end of the video, so I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like it, go ahead and subscribe. There's always more. There's actually 4 more members of the Rainbow Guard coming, plus plenty after that. And you know, like and all that good stuff. Feel free to comment. I always try to get back to people on the comments. I haven't been very good about that lately, but I promise to do better. I hope you forgive me. And thank you for watching.